Hey, welcome back to the Bill Yohnka Show. It's almost 8 o'clock. Well, I still got a ways to go, but almost 8 o'clock in terms of the chefs.
23 minutes a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. Not for the regular folks out there. We still got 20 minutes left. But in terms of chefs that are arriving to the farmers market this morning, this is the time when the amateur chefs try their hand at our Chef's Challenge.
Sounds funny, though, doesn't it? Say chefs instead of chefs.
Oh, how are you supposed to say it?
Well, knives. You wouldn't say knives.
You're right.
You'd say knives.
True.
So if you're doing the play-by-play on this, it's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
The chefs have their knives. It's going to be difficult. Yeah.
But they're arriving to the into the gazebo now. Some of them. They're doing their setups.
8 o'clock is their official start time.
Yeah, that's when they get their money.
They can't start before 8 o'clock.
They can't. They don't get any money to shop with.
Okay.
We give them the money.
So they scout around before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in the gas station yesterday, and I heard the gas station attendant saying what she was doing this weekend, and she said, "Amateur Chef's Challenge," and she said it in her announcer voice, which I didn't usually think.
Gas station.
Other people
have announcer voices.
I thought only announcers had announcer voices.
Maybe she wanted a new job. Right? You never know. But, I think there's some excitement. We're going to have some different folks here.
She might get some practice, too, you know. Pump 8, do stuff like that. Please
prepay
come inside.
Only. Yeah, prepay only.
Yeah.
Come in first.
Yeah, you think eventually everybody's going to know it's prepay only.
But you need an announcer.
They're not all prepay only?
Every station has some prepaid, some not prepaid.
Okay. It's still
I
confusing.
just go to the credit card.
It's not an easy announcing job.
The biggest problem with that, the biggest problem with that is when you have to go in and prepay, you're paying cash, you have to guess, well, I think it's going to take this much to fill it up.
Oh, yeah, that's a pain.
And so you overshoot it, you pay $20, it only took $19.30 to fill up, you got 70 cents coming back, you go in and get this.
I always undershoot then. I always say $10, even though I could probably put 15 in, and they just lose that sale.
Well, that's why we use a credit card.
That's the easiest way.
I haven't seen many more dogs here, Carl.
Not yet. I did see one over at one of the vendors. There's a pooch hanging out in their van, kind of resting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is a pooch.
So, he looks like he's resting. We don't want to bother him right now. We'll go over and maybe get him a little later.
Elaine and Michael Loy, Crystal Creations, they have a nice little dog. It's about 150 pounds.
Yeah, it's a nice little dog.
Especially if he's sleeping, let him lie.
Yeah, good advice. Good advice from Uncle Paul.
Was that our third train today coming in?
At least our second.
Busy this morning.
Seems like we are getting a lot of activity as far as trains go. Hey, I want to thank some of the folks who helped me out in shoring up our market benches, our tables. If you sit down on one of those tables, it usually kind of used to take your life in your own hands a little bit. A little wobbly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we shored those up real good.
All right.
And
they look fabulous.
It helps my stress level here when I'm doing the radio show.
Yeah.
And I have to see someone say, I want to jump across the bar here and tell them not to sit there.
Don't sit there.
Yeah.
It's like a ride here at the farmer's market. You can sit on those, and they kind of go back and forth. It's kind of,
Yeah, we could do that.
Wave at the engineer, Carl.
You can see me. Could have woke the dog up. The dog just bounced up now from the train horns. The courthouse celebration.
Courthouse celebration, it will be October 4th.
October 4th.
Sunday, 11 to 4. And a lot of stuff going on. Are you guys chefs?
Oh,
yes,
amateur
come on over.
She says hesitantly, you say yes to that.
So, just a little while, I'll give you $50.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
$50. And then you done this before?
No.
No. Okay. What's your name, first of all?
Lou Ann Lucas and Aaron Wheeler.
Oh, that's Aaron Wheeler. Okay. I think I met your wife the other day. Does she work at Mike's Shell?
She does. So do I.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh,
yeah, she was talking up this event there.
Okay.
And I just happened to be in there getting a cup of coffee, and yeah. So, but you guys, in just a handful of minutes, I'm going to give you a big handful of money, and you're going to spend that here at the farmers market. And but in the meantime, you probably want to get your whole setup ready. But are you scouting out the market? What looks good?
Oh, man, it all looks good. Produce is excellent. Now we're confused because we want to change our minds about what we're cooking.
You don't want to give away strategy, though. There may be other people listening
I
here.
don't think we have a strategy.
Oh, they don't have one. Well, that's good.
That's
You're safe then.
That's
24
good.
hours ago to do this. You got me into this. So.
Yeah. Well, and really, when you, it's hard to plan ahead for something like this, I would think, especially when, this is all based on what's ready at the time, what's in season. And it changes week to week.
We heard good things about that olive oil over there, though. If there's anything you want to fix with that.
Herb-infused olive oil.
Yes.
It's called the kitchen sink, and it's got everything in it.
Sit over there. So, all right, we're
Well,
excited.
have fun, get everything ready to go, and we'll be up there in just a little bit with your money. Some of our competitors. I knew they were competitors because
look, didn't they?
They had this look of, intrigue. They weren't pushing a cart, and they looked like they had questions they needed answered.
Similar to a deer in the headlights.
Mm-hmm.
First-time
Venison
competitors.
might be on the menu then, perhaps.
Do we have a venison vendor here?
Venison vendor.
Try saying that a few times.
Yeah. The chef's knives and the venison
But
vendors.
you notice Dickman's sign today says fresh chicken.
Yeah.
There was a sign that said fresh chicken when I came in.
Oh, maybe they sometimes they have fresh ones.
I didn't hear any clucking, so they're not that
Not
fresh.
quite that fresh.
No.
Well, a lot of this is really when everything's kind of starting to come in here at the farmers market. Kind of a full lineup of vendors today.
Peak of produce. That's about it, isn't it?
What's that?
Not produce, but I believe I see Fudge Guy down there. Is that right?
Fudge Guy. Windy City Fudge is here today. I was kind of testing out the market and was here several times this summer, and may make this his regular Saturday market next year.
I find that the fudge crop comes in steadily all year.
Yeah, the fudge crop really doesn't have those same kind of lulls you see.
No, not like
it's
the
not
sweet
weather-based.
corn. No. We are looking at the big sweet corn truck again.
And that's the DeGroup vegetable farm. They bring the
potatoes, sacks of potatoes there.
The sweet corn truck, and they do potatoes. They grow a lot of potatoes in St. Anne. And I hear they're going to have a race car here in a little bit.
One of them that they sponsor.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see if that makes its arrival.
Did that car race last night?
The car
Yes,
did
it
race
did.
last night.
Yes, it did. We'll put Carl in that, and he'll take a few laps around the
Now, is it fueled by produce?
courthouse.
Is it like a lettuce fueled or cantaloupe?
No, it's all racing fuel.
Yeah, all racing food. You can tell by the smell.
Yeah.
Looks like we have some more chefs coming. That looks some guys with some bowls and knives and
carrying
very good.
pots and
Very
pans.
good. Pick a table.
Pick a
Yep.
table.
Take your pick.
Got the Red Bull. He's all ready.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's.
I like
not
the
messing.
amateur chefs. They're fun.
They wear jeans with
The other
holes in
guys
them.
are serious.
Yeah.
They're all fancy serious.
They have jackets,
They have themes for their food and everything. The amateurs are
tablecloths.
saying, well, let's try this.
Yeah. And the professionals are hung up on things like
Details. Little stuff.
details. Yeah.
You
Making
know,
sure things are clean.
is this olive oil extra virgin or just virgin-y?
No, these guys are making it clean too.
Yeah, they're good.
This is all
But it is the Amateur Chef's Challenge today, and if you come out to the farmers market, take a little stroll through the gazebo, and
Can
just
watch
take
them
a
in
look
action.
at what's going on. We have a new banner. We invested in a little banner that says Chef's Challenge, just to identify the date. And figure you have 2 Chef's Challenges a year, and you have that fits right on the thing, the hooks.
Pay for itself
Use
in no
it.
time.
10 years or so, it'll pay for itself.
I don't know how it's ever going to pay for itself.
Well, okay. You paid too much for it.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Bill Yohnka Show here live from the Farmers Market, downtown Kankakee. Thanks for listening to Talk AM 1320, WKAN.